For this video, I will be discussing some Western Electric card dialer telephones. This is a model 670 that is in the video. It was manufactured in 1964. The mechanism here is an older, one of the more first generation units. I have a card that I punched years ago for directory assistance, and this was for a Rotary card dialer, so I will use this to show the mechanism operating. I have this phone connected to a test cable, so the first 4 line appearances is the same line, so I can press any of the 4 and I will be on the same line. And then I have line 5, which was a different line, of course, and to show that the phone works. So having the card placed inside the phone, when you press start, it will dial the number out, the same as if I was operating the rotary dial. Also, if, for an example, you put the card in and hit start, and you decide, oh, I don't want to do that, you can release it and remove the card. I will repeat that. So I took a card and punched out a telephone number that's a long distance call as a 10-digit number that I dialed from my step line. Then it went in through asterisk and came back into my central office. These cards could have 13 digits or a stop digit. If you was using a PBX system, you could dial 9, wait for second dial tone, and then dial your destination number. At that time, you may need to use the stop digit. You could also use the stop digit anywhere in the string if it was desired. So if you had a trunk code, you would dial the trunk code, stop digit, and then the rest of the digits. When the stop digit was reached, you had to press the start key on the mechanism for it to continue to dial out. It was not an automatic process. These telephones were expensive, so they were not that widely used. Maybe your very large corporations where they had huge budgets. Of all of the telephones that I had replaced during my interconnect years, I believe I only replaced one or two touchtone version card dialers. These phones are very expensive when they come up on eBay, and I would say 40% of them do not function without having some work done on them. This unit uses 18 volts AC. The touchtone dialers do not require any auxiliary power to make them work. Here is a 2662 touchtone version. I will remove the cover and show you the mechanism inside of this. This was a new old stock phone that has not seen actual commercial service, that is on loan for the purpose of this video. The owner has instructed me to destroy this so that nobody else has it. Just teasing. This is a beautiful phone that I wish I had in my collection. So the owner of this phone has something to be very, very proud of. I'll show you the insides. The card that I had punched and used for the Rotary will also operate in this phone. So once again, same card. So I will demonstrate this working, and then I will put this on a speaker so we can hear it dialing out. I have ordered about 200,000 of these cards and have pre-punched them with everybody's phone number on it, and I will be shipping the phone and the cards to the Automotive Warranty Service Center so that it will make it easier for the service person to call you over and over and over and over. We would hate for them to have to manually dial every single call. Doing this encourages them to call frequently. This is a very clean and wonderful looking phone inside. It was stored in a very friendly environment, so it has had no rust or moisture that has deteriorated it. This is an older generation phone as well because it has the 425 big block network. The later phones, they went to a 4228 network. Some of them had a 4010 network that you would normally find in a Princess phone. Here are a few of the contacts that operate when you press the start button. The card dialers were made in single line, multi-line, and then adjunct units. An adjunct unit was only the dialing mechanism, and then you would wire it into whatever type of a telephone that you needed the adjunct on. That was both for the Rotary and touchtone version. These phones, I've worked on quite a few of the mechanisms, and they are very delicate, and because of the gray plastics not aging well, some of them have just been rendered useless because of the plastic shrinking, cracking, or just breaking. I do not recommend anybody to try to work on these units. Here's my collection of the 600 series and 2600 series card dialer telephones. Here's my favorite one because it's blue. I do plan on having all of my card dialer phones hooked up and working. I just have not arrived at that point in time yet. Here's a touchtone Touchmatic 32. This was the replacement for the card dialer phone. Here's the rotary dial version of a Touchmatic 32. And a special thanks to Jim Churchill for allowing me to use his phones for this demonstration.